Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. Hi, Val. Hi, Mimi. Hi, T-Pal. Britt, Jenny Young, Debbie, Teresa McGuire. Welcome. Mimi again. T-Pal. Oh, man, I hope you're doing better now. Yeah, go to sleep. Sarah S. How's it going, everybody? I know I'm a little bit late with the stream. Jack's Bag Attack, James Stansfield, Corey K, 7/3. How's it going, everybody? Logan Keel, Kev. Hi, Kev. Long time no see. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi, Anya. Hi, everybody. Hi, Robbie Lorraine. Hi, Nicole. Pancakes. Bunker Fam. Yay! Welcome, everybody, to the show. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to talk about it just like that. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about fashion. We're going to talk about, for all my ladies out there that go to do waxing or bikini waxing from time to time, I got news for you. We're going to talk about that as well. How does that relate to fashion? Well, you'll be surprised. Belle says, 2 lives in 1 week that I managed to watch. I feel like it's Christmas. It feels like the 4th of July. Yes. Hi. Hi, Brown Bunny. Hello, Divas. Hi, Liz M. How's it going, everybody? And Anya says, I have been waiting for your And Just Like That finale notes. Anya, yes, we are going to dive into the 12th episode of season 3 of And Just Like That, and it's going to be a doozy. Maga. Hi, Diva na Budget. Hello, handsome. Oh, thank you. Well, feeling a little bit out of place, to be honest with you. I mean, yesterday I was going to stream, then the headache hit me. And since all of y'all started telling me, no, don't do the ibuprofen, it's going to perforate, it's going to make holes in your body. I'm like, okay. So I went with 1 day of pain without taking any painkillers. And then finally, after a whole day was over, I'm like, no. We're going to have to do something about this. So I took acetaminophen. And I'm not going to call it by its other branded name because I'm not going to give them the sponsorship, period. So, yeah. And it helped. I actually, or maybe because the headache would pass anyway after 1 day, but I got the stuff that's not bad on the stomach. And it helped. So I'm like, okay, good. So from now on, we're going to do acetaminophen. I said aminofen, okay? That's what I said, and that's what I'm going to do.
Daddy, chill.
Okay, period. Coco's birthday's around the corner. Yeah, Coco's birthday's on the 19th of August, which is, a day or two away? It's 2 days from now, according to my calendar. Hi, Please and Fruit Gummy. Aminosen. Period. Yeah, oh, it's on Tuesday? Okay. Yeah. Asafoetida Diva. Asafoetida Diva, baby. Mimi, thank you for asking. How am I feeling now? I am feeling good today. Yeah. I woke up, had an echo of the migraine, but it was gone. By now, now we're good. And I have my coffee in my Joanna Parker Devil mug. Oh my gosh, it's huge, okay? This is double the size of a normal mug, and I can't sip out of it, so I have my little glass straw to sip my coffee, which is going to keep me perky, or in some parts of the country, we would say poiky. It's going to keep me poiky throughout the stream. Yeah. Isn't it adorable? Yeah, it's the Joanna Parker little Halloween devil mug. Super cute. Oh, Mimi says, oh my God, so cute. It is cute, isn't it, Mimi? Yeah. It's adorable and very fragile, so I'm very delicate with it. And I don't want to break it, so I'll be very delicate with it. But it's still very hot because I just made the coffee. And, sorry, what? Oh, like the stream. Thumb up the stream. Thumb up the stream. Like the stream. Thank you, guys. I forget to say it always. I just made the coffee, so it's still very hot. I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't want to burn my tongue as we're talking. Oh, Brown Bunny is sipping on gin and juice. To each their own, darling. I got to keep a straight mind while I'm doing the live stream because you never know when a troll will come in and try to usurp the peace, and I better be in control of the sitch. Otherwise, you don't want me saying stuff that then you're going to be, all upset about. Get your panties in a bunch. Is that how they say it? Get your panties in a rush, in a bush, in a bunch? Don't get your panties in a bunch. Is that how? Is that how? Debbie, don't get your panties in a bunch. Gummy says, speaking of minnows, just went to the beach at night. So many stars. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, Moti. Hi, Moti. Moti says, I've been waiting for you, and just like that comments. Yeah, they're coming. I need something stronger, says Velden. Coffee. Look, I did 2 spoons of I love instant coffee, okay? I'm that person. I love the whole mood and vibe of a diner in the middle of the desert, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you just go to the diner, and this amazing waitress that looks like she came out of a 50s Hollywood movie comes by like, do you need some more? Should I tip you off some more? Yeah, thank you. Tip me off, baby. Tip me off. And the instant coffee vibe, that's me, okay? So that's tip time. Tip your host if you wish to tip your host. And I've seen some tips already coming in. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Oh, top you off, not tip you off. Yeah, right, Debbie. Top me off. Thank you, Terry.
Teresa McGuire tipped $25.
We're going to add Terry to the fan, baby. Yeah, you can't just, it doesn't come naturally to me to say top me off because you can't top a top. Hi, Kenny.
Teresa McGuire tipped $5.
Thank you, Kenny.
From Kenny.
You best believe. There you go. Kenny! Oh man, such a gorgeous fan. We still have places to fill it out. And then we got the back side as well. It is summer after all. Ah, T-Bell, thank you.
T-Pal tipped $25. It's a mess around here, but you showing up just now put a huge smile on my face.
Oh,
You'll
T-Pal.
have fun and I will watch on replay. THX for everything you do, Dacob.
Thank you. Thank you so much, T-Pal. It means the world to me that my viewers, my faithful viewers, support me and understand what it's all about here. Thank you. And who also write me messages without having to hide their identity. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. What I believe in and support very, very profoundly is honesty and directness. So thank you. Thank you so much. And if you have the need to write me an email anonymously, don't expect a response. Because if you don't have the strength to show your true colors and your true face, don't expect me to dignify you with a response. Because if you don't have a name and a face, you don't exist. So thank you so much. T-Pal member for 37 months, tier 2. I'm a fan and I am on a fan now, period. It's a double fan. Triple fan. And if it's really hot where you are right now, you're going to no, that's a triple fan. So you have the fan on a fan, and a fan. Period. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Brown Bunny. Look, I know summer is almost over in some parts of the world, but here, California is still summer. And it's going to be summer forever, I feel. So, I am sad that summer is passing in some parts of the world where people love summer and then summer is over and then, But like, I wouldn't mind a little bit of autumn weather where I could like layer the sweaters, the vests, like to have a shirt and then a vest on top. I'll have my little Halloween vest ready that I bought last year on clearance. I don't know, heavier shoes maybe, bags that have a little bit more substance to them. Add a smidge of darkness around the eyes for the makeup just to create that, the shadowing, the contouring, just give it a little bit more of oomph, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind that for a change, but then again, I also really love waking up almost every morning to a blue sky. That is amazing, So there's, pros and cons to everything, although, call me crazy, you guys. I know this sounds super cringe what I'm about to say, but since a couple of days, I've been craving to rewatch Twilight, the first movie. It's that mood. I'm craving that covered sky, the gray sky with the ocean in the distance and the forest and the humidity. I've been craving Twilight. I mean, look, I know with our Chanel ambassador, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. Oof, boy, oh
Bring
boy.
home the bacon.
Yeah, they're bringing home the bacon. They've gone a ways, okay? I loved them back then. Today, I don't care for either one of the two, but like that movie, I don't know. There's something about it. It takes me there. It takes me there. Nicole, oh my God, I rewatched recently and it's so bad, but so good. It's so good, Nicole. It's so good. It is that cringy, honey-drenched, over-the-top, bad acting. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I love how Stewart, she cannot change her facial expression. It's always the same facial expression, whether she's angry or in love or just, I love it. I love every moment of it. Pattinson also, all of them, really. The first movie, the first one. 2, 3, the other ones, yeah, okay, but it's the first one. Anya says, the breathing alone. Yeah. T-Pal says, I need to do a lot of altering. Oh, Zeitgeist, oh my God, are you a Twilight fan? I love the first movie. And you know who produced it, you guys? You're going to like it less when you hear. But you know who the exec is? Oh my God. Guy Ozieri. I think he became a multimillionaire after that. You know who Guy Ozieri is? He took on the challenge to make Twilight happen. And he pokered on it and he became a freaking gazillionaire. He's Madonna's manager. And he's like, the whole Kabbalah shtick, like he and Madonna, like that, two Kabbalists. But he was like, I'm going to invest in this and I'm going to do Twilight. And it really paid off for him. He's still Madonna's manager, right? Guy Ozieri. Akulu says, yeah, that's Madonna's manager forever and a day. And he put his money on that little casino moment. He pokered and he won big time. Big time. SQ says, I wish there was a Dacob sip and shop meet and greet where we can... Oh, Britt, thank you so much. Wait, hold on. I'll read it in a second.
So happy to catch you, Liv. Thank you for being so great, EXO.
Oh, thank you, Britt. Thank you so much. Let me add you. Oh, Britt. You are on the fan, darling. You're on the fan. And I think we have one more spot, and then we're going to... Heidi L. Let me add Heidi L to the fan.
Heidel tipped $15. My favorite time of the week. Going to miss your AJLT reviews now that the show is finished.
Oh, I know, babes. But don't you worry, because there's going to be more TV shows coming. Oh, look how cute. Maybe we can also add a name here. I want to fill up the whole fan. Like really make it, it's the proportions. It's the proportions. Thank you so much. So, Mimi. Wait, let me add Mimi. I'm adding Mimi. No, not yet. Okay, coming up. Okay, let me scroll up to reread the comment. SQ says, I wish there was a Dacob sip and shop meet and greet where we can spill some tea, literally and figuratively, then do some discount shopping. Would be so much fun. Oh my God, you guys, not for nothing. I was dreaming about this the other night. I dreamt that we had a meet and greet at HomeGoods. And actually, we went to one of those outdoor shopping malls. Like, they're not a mall, they're just like a complex of different buildings, and every building has a different shop. And we had a meet and greet at HomeGoods, but next to HomeGoods was Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and then there was Home Depot, there was Walmart and Target. And we went to all of them, and we were hunting for Joanna Parker Halloween stuff. And then we were also looking for some strange reason, we were looking for paper mache roses. And everybody was like, oh my God, this season, the paper mache roses have to be a specific shade of pink. And everybody was like going nuts for a specific shade of paper mache roses, pink. And we were all going nuts for it. And we were all trying to run through the shops to find the paper mache roses. That was the Fashion Bunker meet and greet, okay? But we were all dressed fabulously. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Sarah's tipped $10.
Can you believe? Yeah. That's what my dreams are all about, you guys. Sarah S. Right here. Right here. Ooh. Focus. Gorgeous. Maybe we can squish in one more name like that, and then we're gonna flip. We're gonna flip the fan. Fan the flame, as Pete Burns would say. I miss him. Anyway, so yeah, hi Louie, not the Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot, baby. Home Depot. Carrie says HomeGoods seems so apt for the Fashion Bunker. You guys. Mimi, thank you.
Mimi tipped $15. It's Mimi, red heart emoji. You really took me out of depression. Love you so much, Dacob.
Oh, Mimi.
Red heart emoji. Red heart emoji. Enjoying your life?
Mimi, thank you. Wait, here's Mimi. I'm going to eat tiny Mimi. Let me add 2 Mimis, because you know what? The fact that you came out of a depression deserves a second Mimi as well. There it is. Mimi, Mimi. Perfect. So we filled the fan. Thank you, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? We're going to flip to the second side. And for the occasion, I want lavender, okay? We're going to move lilac. We're going to do lilac on the back of the, well, not the back, the flip side. What was I saying? Oh, right. So Britt says, that sounds like the best meat, lol. I love the plaza vibes. Yes. And also, honestly, you guys, I mean, Home Depot, I can spend hours, not Home Depot, HomeGoods. I can spend hours at HomeGoods. First of all, the furniture. I got to sit on every one of those little chairs. I got to see if they swivel. I got to see if they rock. I got to see if they open up and turn into like a bedlet or something. Then I got to inspect the tables. Love all the couch tables they have. And also bedside tables. Love the whimsical ones. The ones that are like piled up cookies, like Oreo cookies, or piled up donuts with a flat surface, and then you put like a glass plate on top, and like that's your bedside table. I love shit like that. Also, I love when they have little sculptural things that look like they came out of amusement parks. And then I love their oversized, like printed paintings that have like ginormous frames. Like you don't even know where to put it, but like you just look at it. It's like being in a museum. You know, I look at all those paintings, the prints. And then I move into the Halloween section at the moment, right? With all the mugs, with all the decor items, all the statues, the kitchen towels, the candles, the room sprayers, the candy, the sweets, the treats, the chips. Oh my gosh. No, it's an experience, you guys. I mean, don't throw shade at HomeGoods. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Splendid still sucks, Zeitgeist, for me, yeah. You're cruising the Home Depot, Brown Bunny. With Louie. Yeah, both of you together. T-Pal says, I have been updating my... Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta scroll up. I've been updating my social media accounts. Here is a new pic of me and my Lil Tux kitty named Jazz. He's a natural smirker and lurker. Oh, I see him poking out. Oh my gosh, so cute. I do see him when I zoom in. He's all black with a little like white, like a little mouth, and then the black dot for the nose. So cute. So cute. Good night, Anya. Britt says HomeGoods is definitely multiple hours. Walk through, have to check out everything. Love the bedding and bathroom section, LOL. Yeah, the bedding is also amazing. I have found some and purchased in the past some really awesome blankets at Home Depot, at HomeGoods, not Home Depot. So anyway, Carrie says, honestly, same. We have a place called Ashley's here, but you best believe I'm sitting in every single chair. Oh yeah, there's Ashley's here too. I've been to Ashley's just a couple of days ago. I have revisited Ashley's a couple of days ago, and yes, my only issue with Ashley's, okay, so at HomeGoods, you do what you got to do. They leave you alone. They even have a cool bathroom. Fabulous. At Ashley's, if you dare sit on one thing, these salespeople, they come out of the woodwork like a cockroach, like where did you come from? And they're like, how can I help you? My name is this and this. Would you like to try this? This flips like that. This opens like that. I'm like, no, whoa. I am literally, I'm just looking. I'm just looking. And they don't let you go. They're like, yeah, no, fine. Yeah. Just keep looking. Just remember, my name is blah, blah, blah. And the chair you're sitting in right now does this and this and this. I'm like, I did not ask you what the chair does. Thank you. I just want to chill in the chair for a couple of minutes, and then I'll be on my way. I don't want to waste any of your time. Just let a hoe test the chair. But at HomeGoods, they leave me alone. They just let me walk through. They just let me, inspect the merch, and then look, and then I look for stuff, and then I find something cute like this little mug. By the way, did you see that the handle of the mug is the tail of the devil? Oh, so cute. Look, it has a little tail. Yeah. So anyway, okay. I think the coffee now is not as hot anymore, so I can take a sip. Oh, this is good. Wait, hold on. Let me take another. Oh, I love it. Oh, this hits the spot. Oh, this hits the spot. Yeah, I added some lactose-free milk, because I can't do lactose. A bit of sugar. Oh, I dosed it just right. It's the right amount of coffee. I did 1.5 teaspoons of instant coffee. Usually I do 1, but since this mug is bigger than regular mugs, I did 1.5, and then I did 1.5 teaspoon of sugar as well. And a smidge more milk than usual. Oh, love it. So, this was good. This hits the spot. Who cares says, they bug you when you're still considering, but when ready to buy, you can never find a salesperson. Well, that's also Murphy's Law, classic. Yeah, Mimi says, I get super overwhelmed when it happens. When I'm left alone, I end up buying. Same as me, babes. The more they bother me, the less I want to buy it. It's like times have changed, and I think these sales associates need to be briefed to deal with customers differently, because I don't like a pushy sales associate. No. Amy Pickett says, I have been to a HomeGoods, but it sounds like I need to. I have never been to a HomeGoods, but it sounds like I need to go. Amy. Or Marshall's. Look, Marshall's is fine as well. In Marshall's, you're also going to find clothes. HomeGoods is more, you're not going to find clothes. I mean, you might find aprons and stuff like that, but like Marshall's has like clothes on top of also the Halloween section, right? But they all belong to the same company. They're all TJ Maxx. But HomeGoods is more specialized on like furniture, home decor. Oh, Amy says, I love Marshall's. Okay, well, HomeGoods belongs to the same company as Marshall's. They just don't have the clothes. And they're more focused on home goods, on real like home goods. Oh, I love it. Love it to bits. So yeah, I have been craving salted caramel flavors and gourmand fragrances. T-Pal, I'm thinking salted caramel. You know which perfume you should try for the caramel milky vibe? I think you might love it. I think you were already on my channel when I first bought Cacharel's Yes I Am. The first version, it looks like a lipstick, the perfume bottle, but not a flanker. It's like the first one. It's called Yes I Am. The original, like don't buy the flankers. That one has a caramel milk vibe to it. It is very gourmand in a really, really good way. Like I think you might like that one. You know, try it out. Try it out. Yeah, there you go. Vel says, yes, I am is very pretty. It has a nice tempered sweetness to it. It's not overtly sweet, you know. Yeah. So there you go. I have been craving salted caramel. So they bug you when you're still considering. Oh, sorry, she was talking about her profile picture, eh? Oh, Akolu, yeah. T-Pal just changed her profile picture right here in the chats. So you turning into a drag queen by the minute, says Louis. First the hairspray in face, and now coffee with straw. Debbie, get ready to block Louis. I'm kidding. No, let me explain to you why the straw. So the reason for the straw is because the head of the devil, I can't tilt it too much, but so as you can see the mug, so usually, how to explain this? Mugs are either straight up, go upwards like that, or they open up a little bit like this, right? But this particular mug has a curve. So the top of the mug is curved inwards, which means all of the liquid, when you tilt the mug, it goes up here. It's not very practical to drink out of it. You can't. I mean, you can, but then you get like milk all over yourself, right? So that's why this particular mug requires a straw. But you know what? I kind of love the concept because, not to toot Joanna's horn again, but I love how she just favors artistry over practicality in this case. Because it makes sense for this, you know? It's like a decorative art piece, which is also functional. You can drink out of it, but it makes more sense for a head to be rounded rather than being open on top. So this shape makes total sense. You just got to add a straw for practicality. But that's the reason I have the straw. And yes, hairspray is the best setting spray, to be honest, says Vel. Thank you. Finally. So I'm just saying that's why I'm using the straw, you guys. I don't, not to be bougie or anything. It's just that I don't want to spill like milk all over me. Although, right? Yeah. There you go. Sarah S is like, I know, Louis the troll. Mimi says, I know, so annoying to drink from. But it's okay. It's okay, seriously, you guys, because the little glass straw, very practical. It doesn't clog up, like the liquid flows nicely. I would not drink a soda from a straw this thin because then it would lose the bubbles. But coffee from a straw, yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. The Nose of Dallas, I'm wearing Jest by Andrea Mack. Gorgeous gourmand with boozy plum, green apple, vanilla, and chocolate. Okay, that sounds like a dense gourmand, delicious. Oh, Sarah S. Yes, a gourd-shaped mug for fall. I showcase a gourd-shaped mug, also from Joanna Parker, on my Totally Dacob channel. Just posted the video 2 days ago, where I kind of showcase a few more pieces that I hunted down at HomeGoods, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx. And one of them is a really, really, really cute jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, and the handle, is that the right term for it? I'm completely blacked out now. Is kind of a vine of the pumpkin itself. Very cute. Very cute. So yeah. So Queen, yeah, they use it to not get their teeth dirty. They use it in soda for the same reason. To not get the teeth. Oh, because like they have like bleached teeth, or they have teeth. The teeth that they made in Turkey. With the veneers, with the cheap veneers that are like this big. Yeah, okay, girl. They don't want to get those yellow. Be careful. I've heard stories of people going to Turkey to get their teeth done. And then they do like, you know, full anesthesia. Then you wake up without a kidney. We've heard stories. We've heard stories. So be careful. Speaking of, you know what? Might as well jump into a topic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's film it. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here goes. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, here goes, y'all. Uh, we need to talk about privacy. It's a serious issue. Now, on my channel, I have mostly 70% of my viewers are ladies. So hello to all my ladies. And I got news for you. Some of you like to go and get a bikini wax, or a wax in general, different parts of the body. And you have maybe your preferred waxing establishment where you like to go to. And that's all great. However, I have just seen on several social media platforms really disturbing news about privacy and going to get waxed. Boy, oh boy, you guys. Okay, listen to this. Now, of course, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So this lady reported that and this was somewhere in New York, I believe, but it can happen anywhere, really. Hear me out. So she reported that she was going to the same wax establishment for quite a while. I don't want to say years, but I want to say months. And she seemed to be satisfied with the service and satisfied with the outcome, and then she would go back after a couple of weeks or months, depending on what she needed waxed. And that's all good. And she would always have a lady waxing her, not a gentleman, but a lady waxing a lady. Of course, all makes sense. And, sometimes the ladies that are waxing her, not everybody has perfect eyesight. Sometimes you need to wear glasses. And so far, everything seems normal. I mean, obviously, even if you go to a doctor, some doctors wear glasses. Some dentists wear glasses. Some don't. So, okay, so far so good, right? Everything is okay, except she says at one point, she's like, there I am laying there with my legs wide open. And this lady who's like waxing me, I notice that she's wearing Meta glasses by Ray-Ban with Meta that have a camera attached to them. These. And she's like, so she froze, she stiffened up, and she looked at the lady, she's like, are you wearing the Meta glasses? Are you wearing glasses that can record? Like while I'm like wide open and you're like doing the ditty down there? And the woman is like, oh, no, don't worry, they're not on. They're not on. They're not even charged. They're not on. And so this lady's like, okay, like I've been working with this girl before, like I've had a good relationship with her, but like I don't know how to feel right now. So she did sit that one out. She let her finish. She left, but it kept bugging her because like she kept, like thinking, okay, what if she was recording? Like, how do I know? Like, what if she recorded and like, how do I know? She felt really uncomfortable. She felt really violated. And you know what? Justly so. The lady who was doing the waxing said to her, look, they're not on, blah, blah, blah. If they're on, like here in this example, Ray-Ban is showing you that little tiny light that turns on, like when it's filming, a light turns on so you can see that it's filming. But here's the thing, you guys. I did a little research on the side while I was preparing this topic. Now, what the lady doesn't say in her video, and I don't want to make her more paranoid, but I would be paranoid. Guess what? I found out online that there are very easy hacks to take away the light while you're filming. So you can hack the software to not have the light automatically go on when you're filming so that you can film with the light off, meaning nobody looking at you will be alarmed or kind of notified by the light poking at them, projected at them, that you're actually filming. So now she's sitting there making this video asking herself, like, what should she do? And she says, there should be a rule in these places to not allow workers categorically to wear glasses like this. But here's the thing, you guys. There are other ways and other scary items that have cameras incorporated. You know that also online you can purchase spy pens. Like pens that you really, like you put in your shirt pocket. You know, like you would put a pen in your pocket and then, like, you know, like you put a pen and then here's a camera. You guys, we are entering a whole new level of insecurity. Now, I know and I understand that on one end, people are getting way more open about their bodies and people are like, there's a lot of people opening up many accounts, you know, like OnlyFriends, you know, and people are way more comfortable with their bodies. And I'm like, you know what? I'm all for being super comfortable with your body and showing off whatever you want. But if you don't want to show your body, then you should also have the right to not show your body. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're entering this digital era of our times in which we're not even asked anymore. Like we're literally just being recorded. It's like you have no longer the right to your own body, to your own privacy, and you're just going to be shown wherever. And this, you know, is a bigger conversation to be had. Obviously, this is an extreme situation where you're going, you know, you're getting a bikini wax and somebody's wearing these glasses, waxing you and filming you. I mean, that is a huge lawsuit, huge violation, huge no-go. But this is a really extreme example, right? But then we have other examples. Like, for example, the second something goes down on the street, everybody puts their phones up and starts filming. Nobody asks you for your permission. They're like, no, whatever. This is a public space. I'm allowed to film. And they're in your face. They're filming everything. Like everything is constantly being filmed. So to me, it kind of feels like this natural, sick, but natural next step of like saying, well, if I can film anything with my phone all the time, I can also do this now. I can put my glasses on and film you while I'm bikini waxing you. Whatever. No, it's not whatever. And I think that establishment that hired that person, like they should really stop what they're doing. They should not allow their workers to wear glasses like this while they're waxing their customers. But even more so, I think this is literally like an alarm bell going off, and it should go off for all of us now to just be very, very clear, not allow them to bully you into silence. Because you know what I mean? Like, of course you're going to feel crazy if you enter a place like that and without knowing who the workers are at the waxing station or whatever you want to call it. And then like you enter and you say, hey, I would like to book an appointment, but do any of your waxing workers, do any of them wear Meta glasses? I mean, you know what I mean? Of course, the establishment is going to look at you like, what? What are you talking about? And so they're going to look at you like you're crazy. But I'm like, but you should have the right to feel comfortable going to a place like that, you know, where you're going to expose yourself so much. I don't know, you guys. This is a picture from the Ray-Ban website, by the way. So credit to Ray-Ban's website. I've had a conversation with my dear friend Teruko. Hi, Teruko, by the way, and Titi. And we were talking about massages. And I said to her, you know what? I know like massages are important. And if you can afford to pay for a massage, I'm talking about an innocent, like not a happy ending massage. I'm talking about an actual massage, okay, people? And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with that. And I don't feel comfortable with that because I do not like people who I don't know to be so intimate with me. And this is why and I worked with some people in the show business and everybody's like, oh, massage, let's go for a massage. For them, the highlight was let's go to dinner and then like get a nice massage. And everybody lays in the parlor and everybody gets a massage and somebody treats them to massage. And I'm like, no. I don't know that person. I don't know that masseur. I don't want them touching me. And by that, I don't mean like, oh, if I meet you guys on the street and, you know, you watch my channel and you say hi, if I come and I say, would you like a hug? Of course, I'm fine with a hug. We have our clothes on. We can have a hug. You know what I mean? That is fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a massage. It's an intimate thing where you're taking your clothes off and somebody with their bare hands is then squishing you, massaging you. And like, it's an intentional exchange of energy between two people, but you don't know each other. I do not like that at all, because the person giving the massage is actually paid to give you a massage. So they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart or because they want to do something good for you. They want money. But in exchange, they're just putting pressure on your body. I don't like that feeling at all. I get all tense. So the result of that massage for me, I just feel worse after the massage because the entire massage, I spent it just feeling super uncomfortable. Having said that, I love to get a massage from people I know. You know, if I love you, if you are really close to me and I know who you are and I know your intentions are good and you're giving me a massage because my neck is like sore, like my back is sore or something, then I feel really comfortable because I feel like you're doing it. You're giving me good energy as you're massaging me. And there's no like money exchange or something. Now, I know I'm very particular in that respect. A lot of people are super chill with massages. Good for you if you are. But I'm just saying, for me, a situation like this doesn't even, you know, it wouldn't happen to me because I don't like to do stuff like this. I would not let somebody else wax me. But I get it. Some people feel super comfortable with others waxing them. I'm just like, just be careful. Same with the massage. If somebody's massaging you while they're wearing these glasses and you don't see that they were wearing those glasses, not only are you paying them for the massage, they end up also selling a video of you, okay, of your naked butt somewhere on the interwebs, and you don't even know. How do you even know? You don't even know. And especially if your face is downwards, because if you're laying down, you know, like you put your face in that thing and then they massage your back and then they film your entire body from the back, your face isn't visible. It's really hard to prove later, oh, that's my body that they filmed, if you want to sue them. Look, I don't know. Maybe I'm too paranoid. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd rather buy one of those little plastic scratchy hands that you can like kind of just like scratch yourself in the back. I'd rather do that, okay, than have a total stranger squishing my back. Thank you. So just saying. Anyway, we'll go. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up the video, subscribe, and let's start the conversation in the comment sections. Love you loads. Bye. Yeah, one thing is we respect privacy a lot. But ironically, Dubai under major government surveillance, which is why crime is so low. Yeah, that too. However, these cases are treated like severe crimes. It should be a severe crime. Are you kidding me? Look. Oh, hi, Cass. How's it going, sweetie? If I had a beauty parlor that had stuff like that, like waxing involved, I would not allow my employees to wear Meta glasses. Ever. Ever. No. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even let them take their own smartphones with them in the cabin, you know, where they're waxing. I'll be like, you're coming to work now. You're working now. You don't need your smartphone at work, because you don't need your smartphone at work, okay? We have a computer at the front desk with all of the appointments. You can always walk to the front desk to check the computer to see your appointments and your list of appointments. You can print out your list of appointments, whatever you need. You don't need your smartphone in the cabin where you are massaging a person or where you are waxing a person. You know what I mean? Because smartphones also have photos and everything. So, oh yeah, Brown Bunny, strict no phone, no smartwatch, no Meta, nothing, child. Yeah, no, nothing. No, because I would value and prioritize the privacy of my clients. That's first and foremost. That's the first and foremost, the most important thing. Why do you need to take your smartphone with you into the cabin where you're going to wax a customer? Why do you need your smartphone? You don't need it. You're literally going to use both your hands to wax a person. You don't have a third hand to check your smartphone on the side while you're waxing. So you literally don't need your smartphone while you are at work. It's that simple. So you do become super vulnerable, Mimi. Yeah. Princess Pink says, I would be furious if someone recorded me naked. Oh, yeah, me too. Are you kidding me? Audra McIntyre says, I actually have the Alexa frames. Absolutely love them. With these, no video and no recording of any kind. So they don't record, but what do? They play music? Liz M says, what I find sad is that she felt uncomfortable and was wondering what to do. Girls, speak up. Liz M, that's a really good point. She sat through it till the end, so she says in her video. And I thought to myself, yeah, no, I would have closed my legs and been like, girl, get out of here. No, 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 no. And show me these glasses. Let me call the cops right now. Oh, I would have raised a huge fuss. I would be like, whoa, 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 what? The glasses are turned off. Why are you even wearing meta glasses while you're waxing me down below? No. I want to see what's on those glasses now. Thank you. What did you record? Are you kidding me? Instead, she was just like, because, she was bullied into silent. There you go. And now she feels terrible because now she doesn't know. Was she filmed? Was she not filmed? Terrible. No, really terrible, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Liz M says, girls, speak up. If you feel uncomfortable with anything, stop right there and leave. Robbie says, the masseuse in my D salon had to have a permit from the police department because of the connotation massage parlor. Violet Margot says, Dacob, do you have any tattoos? If so, what? If not, what would you get if you were? I do not have any tattoos. None of them. None of them. I don't have any tattoos. Corey says, the only thing I'd be okay with would be for a diabetic monitoring their stuff. Wait, what are we talking about? Because like they can monitor their stuff on the smartphone if they're diabetic? Is that what you're saying, Corey? Yeah, Mimi. Always listen to your intuition. Audra says they do the glasses, everything a smartwatch does. Alexa glasses. They make calls, voice texts, everything you can imagine, but they don't allow for anything shady. Until you hack them. That's the problem. Exactly, Dacob. Why we women are raised to be nice. Gosh, yeah. You got to speak up when this happens. Because when something like this happens, you have a tendency immediately of freezing. You freeze up and you go, I don't want to raise a fuss. You should. Tipa says, I was at a wedding once and the photographer took pictures of me falling as my heel was stuck in the cheap Berber carpet and I made them remove the pics as I threatened to sue if she didn't. I love T-Pal going for the jugular. Akulu says, the worst part is I bet the waxing employee wears the glasses to actually see, which is why she had them on in the first place. But seriously, they should not be wearing those. Akulu, like I get it. Like you want to have something technological, bougie, fancy, innovative. Like I get it, But do that in your private time. Like you have to think a little bit. Like you're working in a place where people allow you to be very intimate with them. Like what was she thinking to buy those glasses for? Then have 2 pair of glasses. You can have another cheap pair of glasses, that you buy at a drugstore with your dioptry with ophthalmic lenses. And you work with those. You go to work with the cheap ones and you wear the bougie, fancy Meta glasses on your free time. Hi, Nectarine Man. No cameras in private spaces is a no-brainer. Yeah. Because a high 5,000 feet of nothing. Hello, hubby. Hi, Dacob and the Dacobites. How's it going, sweetie? Carrie says, I would be so upset, to be honest. As a person who is insecure about their body, it's like my worst nightmare. It's terrible. I was shocked when I saw the video. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think of it. But it's a possibility that, and I'm like, okay, well, good to know. Now I'll be extra careful because we also tend to forget, you guys. Because it's not like you're sitting there analyzing everybody wearing glasses. You see somebody with a black frame pair of glasses, you don't overanalyze them. You know what I mean? Like many times you're just going to kind of veer over. You're not even going to notice that they have like little camera incorporated in them. But because you tend to forget, it's just something standard. You see so many people wear glasses every day. You don't really notice if those glasses have a camera. Why would you? It's not normal. So I don't know. Yeah. Very, 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 not good. Glasses either. Cameras should never be allowed in such a setting. People need to use their brains. Yeah. Yeah, you can have 2 pair of glasses. Yeah. I know. Like, why would you in your right mind think of wearing your glasses with a camera in a private appointment where you are dealing with somebody's body. No, it's terrible. You guys, I mean, for us, like morally, when we talk amongst each other in the chats here, like it's a no-brainer. Of course, we would never do it, but somewhere out there, there's a person who thought, well, this is totally fine. Let me wear my filming glasses while I'm dealing with pudendas. I'm like, girl, no. You know what I mean? Yeah. Martin, that never happens to me. Deborah C., I'm the same, Martin. And being massaged by a tattooed person wearing those glasses would not be fun, says Deborah C. I don't care about tattoos. You can be tattooed all over your body. You know, many of my friends have wonderful, beautiful tattoos. That doesn't make me judge a person whatsoever. But if you're wearing glasses with a camera on them while you're touching me down there, no. we have a problem. We have a problem. Yeah. Brown bunny, not within the vocabulary. You know where I got that from? I got that from Ab Fab. It was an episode in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was an episode where Edina and Patsy were talking about opening a shop of trinkets, little knickknacks, a little merchandise store. And then she was talking about... Oh, the Nectarine says the ratchetness in me would have snatched those right off her head. Tip your host, thank you. Yeah, just pop it up whenever. Gorgeous things. Yes, that's the one, Robbie. Gorgeous little thing. Thank you so much, Shop Queen.
Shop Queen tip $25. I needed this live stream. Suffering from recent kidney stone.
Oh.
I love TJX shopping. I bought some yummy treats, a bubble tea kit and Dubai chocolate. I have to restrict myself so I don't go broke. BTW, the credit card is worth it with...
Oh, it stopped reading. Let me read it. So I needed this live stream, suffering from recent kidney stone. I love TJ Maxx shopping, or TJX shopping, which is like HomeGoods, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx. I bought some yummy treats, a bubble tea kit, and Dubai chocolate. I have to restrict myself so I don't go broke. By the way, the credit card is worth it with rewards. Okay, Shop Queen. So first of all, let me add you to the lavender side of the fan. Thank you so much, sweetie. We got this one. I got that one now. And second thing, yeah, the sales representative at the cash register at HomeGoods the other day was like, would you like to start a credit card? I'm like, it's terrible for the credit score, you know? And he's like, yeah, it's bad in the beginning. You open a new credit card, your credit score goes down. But then, you know, you use it, blah, 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 and then the credit score goes up again. I'm like, oh, okay. But I've heard about the rewards as well. So I am thinking about it, but I'm not there yet. Deborah says, I do my own waxing. And Brazil is a distant land to me. There you go. Oh, Kaz, yeah, I love Deb Fab. T-Pal says, Chanel just uploaded a video. Someone is working late tonight. Well, if Chanel uploaded a video tonight, they did that in Paris. So for them, it's 6:30 a.m. So somebody's working early. And they could have just set it up to automatically go at 6 or 6:30 a.m. Paris time. You know? Yeah, heal quickly. Quick healing, Shop Queen. I mean, kidney stones are no fun. But it's something that is curable. You know what I mean? It's just super painful to get rid of them, but once they're out, they're out. And then it's going to be a quick heal, you know, from there. And Martin says, I spent a lot on healthy food. The trick is to have healthy food that's also delicious. Yes. And to have a mom that cooks for you every day would be great too. Because, you know, my mom always cooks so well, but she's not here at the moment. So it's like, McDonald's it is. Diva on a Budget says, yep, it's great for the benefits. My credit score is amazing. I have $40 now and rewards. And every time I use my card, I pay it off. That's all you have to do when the bill comes. Just don't go over your budget. You want to spend respectfully speaking. Yeah, you got to keep it. I know. You got to keep it at that low like constantly spending, not a lot, everything that you can pay back, it's not about the quantity, it's about how consistent you are with paying it back all the time. But they want you to keep using and consuming in a consumer society, but paying it back constantly, and that's how you get your credit score to go up. SQ says, if you shop there anyway, it's so worth it to get the MasterCard. If you don't shop there, I get it, but they also have periods of 5-time points on gas and groceries. Really? Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I just got to figure out, because I don't want to end up having credit cards from like 10 different stores, you guys. I don't know. Look, here's the thing. It's really difficult with like all this like budgeting, like when you start calculating this stuff. I think we always tend to forget that the amount of time that we invest in things. And time is money. And I don't mean it like, oh, pay me for my time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your life. We have a certain amount of time on this planet and then we're gone. So I really started recalculating prices of everything in connection to the time that I invest spending the time looking for an item, either spending it, the time online, going through websites, wasting 3-4 hours doing so, or driving with a car 2 hours somewhere, then 3 hours somewhere else. Like all that time that I spend for an item, like sometimes there's something is going to go on sale and then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to wait for this to go on sale. And then when it goes on sale, you start rushing like crazy here, there, everywhere, trying to get the item on sale. The item might have been a return item because it wasn't sold for a long time. So now it has come to the point, end of the season, where it's on sale. So it might have a flaw. Then you take it back home. Some shops don't accept returns. You got to figure that out as well before you purchase something. In some cases, then you're just like, you know what, whatever. Let me just accept it with the flaw. But anyway, the amount of time that we spend thinking about all these things, that costs money too. So I started really focusing on trying to, as much as possible, not order online. Also because everything gets stolen all the time. It's so bad. At the moment, I'm like, I'm not shipping anything home. Not happening. But not just because of that reason, but because I don't like this online stuff. A few times I've ordered something from Amazon and they shipped me a return item with pieces missing. Like a stand for the camera and 2 screws are missing. The box has been open. Like you see that this was a returned item. And I'm like, they're not even passing quality control for return. You're wasting time. You're wasting time and resources and you got to ship it back again. And it's just so annoying. So I'm really trying to go back to a time before internet mentally. And I've started like I say to myself, okay, today I'm going shopping. And I have a couple of shops I would like to visit. And I go to those shops. And if I find something in those shops that I like in that moment, I buy it. Otherwise, no. That's it. And it's so nice. You know, it feels like, oh, you're in the 80s. There's no hunting for anything. There's no FOMO. It's just about you're having a nice day out. And while you're out, you find something really lovely in a shop that is really nice. And you feel some type of way about it. And you buy it. And then you come home. And I don't want to look at online. I don't want to look up online if that thing is cheaper on some website. If I could have bought it for $10 cheaper somewhere else. No. The experience itself of me being there by accident in that moment, finding something really lovely, that to me is worth more than the $10 price tag that would have been cheaper had I found the same item online somewhere and shipped it to, you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to reprogram myself to not think in terms of online purchases. And I'm trying to reprogram myself to think in terms of discovering what the world has to offer when I am there in that moment, in that shop, in that place. Hi, Rosana Navarro. Hi, Jen O. Hi, everybody. Hi, Princess Pink. Oh, yeah, Princess Pink. Then you got to fight them to send you the right product. Yeah, because sometimes they also send you the wrong product. And now, there are exceptions to this rule, I understand. Like some items only exist as online items. I get it. There are certain companies that also work in certain ways where they do a crowdfunder. So like they have to reach a certain amount of orders placed ahead of time so that they can use that money to send the product into production. Yeah, I get it. Look, there are exceptions always to the rule. For sure. For sure. But for these kind of regular items, you know what I mean, that you can get on a daily basis, like I don't need to struggle with that online. I can really enjoy my shopping in real time, real life when I go to the shop. I don't know, it's a special feeling. Yeah, Brandon Pang, how's it going? Yeah, touching the actual product and carrying it back home, feeling satisfied is the best. Definitely. Hint of Cherry says, I love the offline only items. But like I say, there are exceptions, of course, to this rule as well. But there was a time when I would order everything online, you know, especially during the lockdown. Oof. Yeah, no, I'm disgusted by that. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, you know. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to be the piggy bank for these billionaires who have these online portals that sell you a ton of stuff and they don't even care about you, nor do they care about the stuff. I try to really, really focus on the here and the now. And you know what? Even when it comes to Chanel, you know, I love Chanel perfumes. So when I go to the Chanel Beauty Boutique, I love it there because they have a wonderful team. They're all so wonderful. Everybody working there is amazing. And the Chanel representative that I work with, also fabulous. And when you buy a perfume or you buy some makeup and they, you know, you might get a little trinket of their appreciation, a little, you know, freebie or a sample. It's like even online, Chanel doesn't do that. They give you like 2 samples in a pouch, and not a pouch, like a satchel, right? Doing it in real life, buying something in real life in a place where you are a return customer and they value the fact that you make the effort to come back and, you know, they treat you nicely. And that's a special human relationship you don't get when you are doing stuff online, when you're purchasing stuff online. You just don't get it. And here's a segue to the next topic. Even if you think you're getting a really serious and professional experience when you're purchasing something online, you might just be scammed in the process. Let me tell you about this next topic, which is shocking to me that this actually happened. Watch out for this new scam. Nobody's safe anymore. Let's talk about this. Now, this is, in particular, this instance concerns a travel scam, but hold your horses. I know not everybody in this economy can even afford traveling anymore. Like, I'm not talking about holidays, vacations. I'm also talking about business. For whatever reason, you might need to travel from A to B. Well, here's a story I just read about recently, and this is really shocking to me, and it does involve United Airlines. So, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. There's this one gentleman online, and he went on the news, by the way. So this is all like now even in the news. So he booked flights for himself and his family through United Airlines, probably like America to Europe or something, or to Great Britain. And they had to cancel his flight for whatever reason, and he had to rebook. Not his fault. He calls the United Airlines airline telephone number, the official one, and he gets connected to a worker at United Airlines who claims to be called David, All of this is in the news, by the way, even the names, so it's not doxing. And they start talking about the situation, and they say, oh, we're so sorry that we had to cancel your flight, but we can give you a new flight. And also, we're going to have to charge you for the new flight, but then we're going to reimburse you that payment somehow, blah, blah, blah. So he proceeds to keep on talking, trying to figure out a way to get the family back, to travel the right way, to get the flights, the connections. Apparently this phone call, and he has proof in his own phone log, lasted 3 hours. And you know how it is. They put you on hold. They say, okay, let me check this for you. Let me put you on hold for a second. Then they put you on hold. Then you're back again after 10 minutes. Then you talk for another 2 minutes. Then they put you on hold again. And then you're back again talking to them. But then they forget to press their button to turn on the speaker. So they keep telling you, sir, are you there? And you keep yelling at them, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And they're like, sir. And you're like, oh no, they're going to hang up on me. And then I have to call them all over again. And then they realize that they didn't turn their speaker on again, and then they click on it. They're like, oh, so sorry, it's on our end, haha. We're going to transfer you now to the other person who was responsible for this. So anyway, he kept on going back and forth. After 3 hours, they booked something around about $17,000, give or take a nickel. And this David person from United Airlines says, we're going to reimburse you the money. Days pass. Weeks pass, months pass. He never got the money back. So he contacts United Airlines, and they say, well, let's check this out. And they say, yeah, we can see the day that you called us. You called us. You didn't call some fake telephone number. We see that there was a telephone call between us and you, but the telephone call lasted just a couple of minutes. On our end, we see that after a couple of minutes, the telephone call was over. He says, not for me, it's not. It lasted 3 hours, and I was, ping-ponged between different people, customer service, this person, that person, and finally David took my money. And United Airlines is like, sorry, no, we didn't, and the phone call didn't last that long. You guys, so what happened? This guy then contacted the news, because he's like, well, nobody's helping me here. I don't know what to do. So the news started investigating. And of course, once the news started investigating, United Airlines also wakes up and says, oh boy, there's too much attention being drawn to us here. So they say that they're still investigating the situation. United Airlines does not want to disclose anything publicly. So that's what the news report was saying. The guy whose money was missing was saying that he believes that there's a possibility that somebody on the inside working for United Airlines internally, once you call them through their official number, they then redirect you internally to a scammer who's connected with them. I mean, this is insane. Insane. And on the list of the payments that were done during this phone call, that big sum of $17,000 something was not booked by United Airlines, but something else like airlines, something else that sounded like real, but was dodgy and not real. So this gentleman disputed that scammeria with his credit card. And apparently from what I gather, how he talked about it, seems like his credit card company gave him back the money. But United Airlines has not stepped forward to either acknowledge that they have a breach of security, that internally somebody is a scammer who's working for them. They're not saying anything. They're not giving any intel on whether or not there was a breach internally or there was a hacker that attached themselves externally and managed to somehow infiltrate a phone call between United and a private customer. But then again, how could somebody hack the system like that and keep on talking to you and faking like they're still part of United Airlines? You guys, super sketchy, super shady story. And I'm just saying, so we as a consumer, we're not allowed to trust anybody anymore. I mean, this particular news outlet was double checking to make sure that that this gentleman actually did not, accidentally dial a scammer phone number. No, his phone log shows that the number that he dialed was, in fact, United Airlines telephone number, customer service. So he has the proof on his side that he did not call a scammer. He called United Airlines. But the fact that so much money ended up going somewhere else, and it was promised to be given back to him, and it wasn't given back to him. And the fact that United Airlines says, well, we only had a couple of minutes phone call with you, an hour logs. An hour end, you hung up after a couple of minutes. On his end, we see 3+ hours of a phone call. That whole situation is nuts. It's bananas. So now I feel terrified. Like, how can we trust anything anymore? So how can I trust United Airlines? Like, if I go on their website and I want to book a flight, not even to change a flight, or not even, because a flight was canceled, like was the case in his case. And so they told him that he has to rebook his flight. It wasn't even instigated by him. You know what I mean? It wasn't his fault. The rebookage was not his decision. Like, they made him rebook, right? But like, let's say I just want to book a flight from scratch. Now I'm worried, like even using their website, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so what does this mean? How far are we with the hacks, with the hackeria? Like, so if I want to book a ticket and you have your platform set up in a certain way where I have to put in my credit card information, how I want to pay, and then like you charge me that payment, and let's say for the flight you needed $1,500, and then like you got my money and I never get the ticket. This is nuts. This is nuts. Like, how can we feel safe? Like, what? And the only way for me to get a serious response from you is if I manage to get some reporter from the news interested in my story, interested enough to publish the story publicly, and only then do you as a company get scared and start responding to me? I have no words. Like, just be careful out there, you guys. This is super anxiety inducing to me because I think to myself, well, okay. At this point, yeah, Deborah says this is the age of anxiety. Seriously. Nectarine Man says, I loathe giving card details over the phone. Send me a payment link from the official email. But even that can be hacked at this point. We've all seen the emails that people are receiving from even luxury brands like Dior, Chanel. They're like, oops, so sorry. Our database has been breached. Your private intel is somewhere out there in the ether. Sorry. Hope to see you soon in our stores. I have no words. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below about this situation and how you think we as customers can protect ourselves to avoid situations like these. Love you loads. Subscribe, thumb up the video, never give up on love. Bye. Can you believe the audacity? Is that shirt a Liberty print? Well, this shirt is United Colors of Benetton from a couple of years ago when Jean-Jacques de Castelbajac was the artistic director at Benetton. So this is Castelbajac for Benetton, and I adore him. So I would not know if this is a Liberty print. I don't know. I just love Castelbajac, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if this is a Liberty print or not. Akulu says, one former manager admitted to receiving approximately $1.6 million in bribes and kickbacks for helping vendors secure contracts at the airport. Wow. And admitted to it? Cha. And now what? Instead of being in the slammer, they're probably working in... Anyway, okay. Hi, Gloria. How's it going, sweetie? Yeah, United Color of Benetton, baby. Oh, wow. United Airlines employees, they got caught? Damn. So that's for the airport you were talking about? No payment info and personal data over the phone, says Jeno. Thanks, Gloria. Cute mug, right? Little devil with the devil tail. Yeah. Boop. So, Newark Airport. Oh, boy. New Jersey. Bribery and kickbacks at Newark Airport. Several former United Airlines employees have been convicted or pled pleaded guilty in connection with the fraud. Damn. You guys. Yeah, this one I don't know if I can do an 8-minute thing with the UK. I can just talk about it quickly. I have because so there's more news here. UK has some explaining to do about SHEIN. So the reports are in about SHEIN's earnings. You know, SHEIN, the fashion. So the UK is single-handedly buying everything, apparently. So the UK has reported 53% more purchases than last year on SHEIN alone, in respect to the rest of the world. UK has some explaining to do because it means people cannot afford anything anymore in the UK. The poverty levels are growing really high in the UK. Emotion Engine says, she in trouble. Yeah. It seems like people in the UK are really, really struggling to make ends meet. And so SHEIN is kind of, it's like everybody's buying a lot at SHEIN, but not at other places. This means that either other shops have exponentially risen their prices and so nobody can afford them anymore. And in which case, they're all going to soon start closing their shops because if nobody's spending their money there, how are they going to sustain themselves? F. Del Mar says, I have never bought anything from SHEIN or Temu. Have I? I don't think so. Not that I remember. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever purchased anything from SHEIN or Temu. No. I'm thinking like during the crazy time of the lockdowns, did I purchase? No. There was like SHEIN and Temu weren't even there during like 2020, right? I can't remember, you guys. I don't think so. I don't think I have. I mean, I would have done an unboxing on my channel, so maybe I would have to just check to see if I have any videos with an unboxing, but I don't think I have. Cost of living is so extreme, says Deborah. People are scamming and such because their wages are low and society is breaking down. Yeah. Lux House Shein, says Gloria. It works, darling, says Corey. Cass has never bought something from Temu and Shein. Deborah says, I came across entrenched corruption in a workplace. People were taking under-the-table payments for preferential treatment. Needless to say, I did not fit in. Oh, man. It's all drop-shipped cheap products anyway, so you ain't missing out from buying on Shein and Temu, LOL, says Carrie. The pay was atrociously bad, so it becomes an incentive to scam and cheat. Akulu says, did you all hear about New York City jobs report? We only added 954 jobs from January to August 2025. Last year, it was 66,000. Ha! Counting the days, counting the days. That's all I can say. We in trouble, says Emotion Engine. Yeah, not she in trouble, we in trouble. Yeah, I'm also too chicken to buy from them, says this. I would not buy from them. Like I said, I'm trying to cut down on online purchase in general, so no. Divana Budget says, oh wait, Teapot says it's midnight. I am turning back into a pumpkin. I will catch the rest of your segments in the morning. Have a great week ahead, everyone. Great to see you, Dacob. You're looking fabulous. Thank you, T-Pal. You look fabulous too. Rest as much as you can. See you soon. Sleep well. Divana Budget says, I never bought from either one. Either, respectfully speaking, I know people who have, and it's bittersweet for them because if nothing works, they can't return it. Oh, really? There's no return option? Wait, I thought they had a return option. I did receive a package, actually, but not from Shein. I did receive a package recently, and whoever, for the Tier 2 members and patrons last after show, I unboxed it. So you have seen it first a couple of days ago, but I'm going to show you again. Yeah, I did receive a package from YouTube, believe it or not. Yeah, YouTube sent me something. Can you believe? YouTube sent me a little something, and I can share it with you guys as well. Very nice of them. Thank you, YouTube, so much. And also because, you know, I haven't reached 100,000 subbies yet, but they did send me a token of their appreciation. Nevertheless, it came in this box. I took the address off. So cute. Everything very official. Very, very, very official. Oh, and cute little white box. Our little white YouTube box. And I already took it out because I was filming something with it. But you guys have seen this. Hold on. Where do we put this? Look at that. Partner perks. Oh, SQ says, oh, congrats. T-Pal says, oh, yes, your award. Thank you, guys. So inside, I took it out already. There's a little pen here, the YouTube pen. And here is, because I've been filming with it today before the live stream began. They sent me an official clapperboard, or whatever it's called. Clapperboard, yeah. For filming. With the little magnet and everything. It's made out of wood and plexiglass, professional. And so we have this now. I know, right? Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much. This is so cute. And they wrote me like, hey, here so you can have more fun filming your videos. I thought that was really, really nice. And it's a professional clapperboard made out of really nice, sturdy wood. And little magnet here and there. And it kind of attaches like that. It does the click for the sound. And you can scrub off, you know, with the marker, the take, the date, the video, the channel. There you go. And you can use it as a fan too. So it's a nice little nifty little thing. So there you go. So you're going to see that in upcoming videos as well. You know, when we start a video, you're going to see a little click. So hopefully, if I manage to get it to work. Rosanna says, for your recordings during the live. Yeah, period. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Nice little trinket. YouTube came through this time. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Kelly Carrick, that's really nice. Congratulations. Thanks. Yeah. Nice when, you know, when the higher ups appreciate what you're doing, even if it's a little trinket. But I appreciate stuff like that. I think it's nice. So there you go. So Corey, I hope you're going to get better soon. You know, get out of the hospital ASAP. And Sibila Delfos, so happy for you, Dacob. You deserve it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, tiny little thing, but super cute. It means a lot to me. So well deserved, says SQ. Thank you. The potential this has. I can't wait to see how you implement it. Right, Emotion Engine? Click, 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 click. Deepa says, thank you for sharing, Dacob. You deserve that. And Mo. Oh, we love you, YouTube. Thank you, love. I'm looking at a week. Okay, 1 week, and then you're out. Okay. We need a clapper emoji. Actually, I think there is an emoji, like a regular one, not just for members. Also, we are going to have an after show today as well. So if you are a tier 2 member and a tier 2 patron, there's going to be an after show today. And let me blend it in. So if I can find the fucking font, there it is. I want you to become a tier 2 member or a tier 2 patron and access the extra live stream. After this live stream, we're going to have ourselves a second live stream. And I can tell you already, one of the things we're going to do in the after show today is going to be an exclusive preview for you guys of the new Chanel perfume that is just available for some customers for now. They play that.
Chanel!
they're playing that shtick again, you know. So like you can see it online, but you can't purchase it yet. Well, we're going to review it. So you're going to hear all my thoughts on the brand new Chanel Flanca in the after show. Chalamet, not Kev. So stay tuned for that. And of course, other stuff to come as well. So, and I know. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah. But for now, I would like to talk, hold on. But for now, I would like to talk about And Just Like That. Are you ready, guys? The time has come to review the show. Yeah, the time has come to review the show. Hold on, I am missing, here it is, okay. Can you believe? Yeah, the time is, yes, ready. Are you ready? Because you will go. Yeah. Okay. My lip gloss is all over the place. Okay. And just like that, it ended. And so, episode 12 of season 3, spoilers up ahead. If you have not watched it yet, you have been warned. Okay, we're going to spoil the bejesus out of this. Okay? Not that they have spoiled us, because like after 3 seasons of this, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to miss the girls. Here's the thing. Here's what I think has been the issue. Because a lot of people have been hate watching the show. A lot of people just did not want to watch the show at all. They just watched the first episode of season 1 or the first 2 episodes and they just hated it so much they just didn't even want to watch it. There's a few people who liked it and are going to miss it. But here's what I think we can all agree upon. I'm not talking if you like or don't like the actual actresses and writers behind the show, but like the characters. I think we can all agree that we're going to miss the characters. I know I will. I'm going to miss the characters. I'm not going to miss the writers. You see what I mean? Like, I think they did the characters dirty more than once. Talk about dirty. This episode, oh boy. This is the series finale. Boy, was it dirty. And by dirty, I don't mean Sex and the City type of dirty. No, by dirty, I mean literally full of shit. God, I don't even, let me blend in the picture. So this is the poster, this is their, the promo poster for Summer in the City And Just Like That season 3. Interesting how it was like Sex and the City, but then it became And Just Like That. And now it's like Summer in the City. I know it's not Summer and the City, but it's kind of, look, they're already here for season 3. They tried to make it come closer to the Sex and the City title again. They did not kind of push the And Just Like That concept that much. Interesting. So we have seen the teaser trailer for episode 12 after episode 11, and they called it, like, literally HBO was promoting this as the season finale, not the series finale. So we've all seen this, yeah, like we've all kind of understood that maybe, just maybe, what Michael Patrick King and Sarah Jessica Parker were telling us on social media, like that they planned the end of this show. They knew it was going to end. We don't believe it. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion, okay? So, it is my opinion that Michael Patrick King lied to us. I don't believe for a minute, in my opinion only, that this show was planned by Michael Patrick King and Sarah Jessica Parker to end on this note and this episode 12 of season 3. I'm sorry, but like this is what we've been watching for 3 seasons for? Like, we've been going through this storyline for 3 seasons for this? I have defended this show. I have given it all I could. Y'all, writers, whoever you are out there, okay? But I cannot defend I cannot defend the last episode by all means. Like, it, where to begin? Okay, so it's just so sad. I feel like the writers really hate these women. And some of these writers are also like women in their 50s and 60s. Not, we're not just talking about potentially misogynistic men writing women. No, we're talking also female writers. But I'm like, but why would you do this? So Carrie is alone. And this is part 2 of a 2-part finale, right? In episode 11, Miranda is preparing Thanksgiving dinner for her friends. Everybody cancels on her, basically. That's the shtick. Okay, so in part 2 of this sad finale, finally Thanksgiving arrives and everybody is gonna not go to Miranda's for Thanksgiving, except Carrie is. She picks up the pies that we've seen her pre-order in episode 11. She goes to the lady to pick up the pies, the lady that's from Only Murders in the Building, a show that I actually do like, that does play in New York as well. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. So she's picking up the pies, dressed in her best tulle, in her Sunday tulle, well, Thursday tulle, because it's Thanksgiving. And it's all kind of a magenta fuchsia color with like sequins on top and the tulle. So the writers were telling later, yeah, we wanted to give her the goodbye dress that she's going to wear throughout the entire episode, but we don't want people to get bored of the dress, and we wanted it to reference the tulle tutu skirt that Patricia Field got her to wear for the opening sequence of Sex and the City. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's not enough to give me a nostalgic adieu, goodbye. Got my girl. Cute dress, very Carrie, but like, okay. Like, I did not sit and watch 3 seasons for this. So Harry finally, his dinky starts functioning again. So I'm like, TMI, but whatever. It is Sex and the City after all somehow. So he gets a boner, and so Charlotte and Harry are zipping it and zooing it. Lucy, Lacey, who's happy for them. One of their kids or both of their kids are like, oh yay, mom and dad are having sexual intercourse again. I'm like, oh boy, okay. So there's that. Charlotte, okay, so Carrie found in her neighborhood, on her block or somewhere near her block, a new restaurant opened up, and she wanted to come in, Asian food, to test it out. Oh, was it Lily? And she goes to the restaurant and they seat her and she's like, okay, so you're a party of 2, 3? She's like, no, party of 1, just me. And I'm like, even to the staff at the restaurant, she can't talk normally. They could not write her a normal script. She only talks in puns. Carrie only talks in, yeah, just me, the solitary girl. And they're like, okay, please just stop. Stop making everything a joke. Stop being so uncomfortable in your own skin. Because usually, I can tell you from personal experience, let's keep it mighty real here. When I am very uncomfortable, I start kind of saying jokes about myself. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that's not what you do. That's what I do. So I'm like, is she always uncomfortable? Huh. So anyway, so she sits at the table. She doesn't know what to order. The waiter comes and says, what would you like? He doesn't really care. He's just like, girl, just tell me what you want. And she's like, I don't know what I want. I don't know. This is the first time I'm here. I don't know what I want. And he's like, okay. And she's like, so you tell me what you like. He's like, this, and this. She's like, okay, I will order that then. It's like, what the hell? So he goes away. The other waitress lady comes with a huge plushie animal and puts the plushie in front of her. And Carrie's like, what is that? At this point, the acting, she's like a mime. You know what I mean? What is that? And the waitress is like, well, this is a plushie for people like you who are going to live and die alone. So you don't have to eat alone, at least. You're going to eat with this plushie. She's like, oh my God. Wow. I am shocked. So she eats all alone. And then in the next scene, we have her walking with Charlotte down the street. And she's like, they gave me the animal to eat with. I'm like, okay, girl. And so here comes the gist of this entire 3 seasons that we went through. And the gist is Carrie talking to Charlotte with tears in her eyes, saying, all of this for what? For what was all of this? And I'm like, girl, if you don't know it, I'm sitting here after 3 seasons thinking the same. And then she's like, yeah, after Big, I thought, okay, I'm alone now. But like, I thought, well, maybe, but then maybe Aiden. But then now Aiden didn't work out either. And then with Duncan, but then Duncan left. And now what? What if I am destined to be alone? And I let it slip last week. I wanted to say spinster, but then I said sphincter instead. And it was my bad. But anyway, that happens sometimes when you shoot a lot of videos and then you just slip. I have a little slip, Freud would have a field day with that. So she's like, I don't want to be the spinster one day, but what if I am destined to be alone? And then, of course, Charlotte's like, no, not now. Harry just got a boner. Life is good, girl. Life is good. Let me hook you up with somebody. And so, little do we know, she tries to hook up Carrie at Miranda's dinner with that gallerist dude. I have his name here somewhere on the list. Oh, yeah. Victor Garber as a gallerist, Mark Kasabian. Okay, we'll go. Mark Kasabian apparently is the only person except for Carrie who has time to come to Miranda's Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, because it's like full-blown daytime still. By the way, this episode takes place during the daytime, and it's a long couple of things that happen, and it's never night, except by the end of the episode it is. No, actually, no, it's not. Anyway, so I'm thinking to myself, more than Thanksgiving dinner, it's more like a Thanksgiving breakfast brunch at Miranda's, because after the whole shenanigans happen, and we're going to talk about what happens at Miranda's Thanksgiving event, after all that is over, it's still daytime. Carrie is like going back home, walks into her house. It's still daytime. So I'm like, when did she go? Because when she goes that morning to pick up all the pies, because she's like playing delivery service, Carrie delivers a pie to Anthony, who is having his, sexcapade with his soon-to-be husband at home. Carrie delivers them a pie. Then she goes to Charlotte to deliver her the Thanksgiving pie. And, then she finds out that they're having sex. And then she goes to whoever else she has to go to deliver the pies. And then she delivers the most amount of pies to Miranda's. Oh, yeah, she also delivers a pie to Seema. And does she deliver a pie? Oh, yeah, she also delivers a pie to LTW. So, yeah, it does feel like, and just like that's last day and last episode lasted like 72 hours instead of 24 hours. And also don't forget, it's Thanksgiving. That's November in New York. Days are short. By the time Thanksgiving arrives, days are short. It's like nighttime at 4 p.m. Okay. So like, how could she come home and it's still daytime after she delivered all the pies, after she had food at Miranda's, after she cleaned up with, well, she didn't really clean up. We're going to get to that. So Charlotte has to rush, she has to do the thing with Harry, but because Harry finally got a boner. But still she has the time to rush over to Miranda's while Carrie is already there with Mr. Kasabian. And she just needed to deliver something and rush back home again. And Carrie says, how dare you do this to me? This guy is here and you set me up. You wanted me to go on a date with him because you don't want me to be a lonely spinster one day. And then Charlotte has the audacity to say, oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. I forgot that I invited him. I should have uninvited him. I'm like, girl. So the only person coming here is Kasabian. So that's a loserville situation. Why are we wasting time? And here I am thinking, hold on a minute. This is the last freaking episode of the show. Why are we wasting time on Mark Kasabian? Like for comedic relief? Because Carrie doesn't want to be with him? Why are we wasting time with this? We already established at the beginning of the episode when she had her heartfelt moment with Charlotte and she said, look, Big kicked the bucket, and then I thought Aiden, but then it didn't work out, and then Duncan didn't work out. Am I going to be alone? The sadness. Whoa. Okay, done. Why do we have to push Kasabian and add another 10 minutes of sorrow to our watching in the last episode? And that's not even the worst part. Okay. Miranda says, Joy's going to come by, but then Joy cancels because Joy's dog is having an issue. Miranda says, I don't know if I believe Joy because last time I saw Joy and Brady, we had a huge fight and Joy maybe doesn't want to have this sort of family tension around her. So maybe she's using her dogs as an excuse to not come today because she knows that I invited Mia. Mia is the girl who Brady knocked up. By the way, guess what? Mia, who was cast as Brady's occasional lover and baby mama, she, do I have her here on the list? No, because she's not a regular. She is the daughter of what's his name? Like she's a Nepo baby. The actress, she's Ben Stiller's daughter. Right. Yeah. Ben Stiller's daughter. So, Ben Stiller, they cast his daughter. If they cast Ben Stiller's daughter for the show, they wanted to expand her role in season 4. I'm sorry. For me, this is just more proof that they were not at all aware that HBO was going to cancel the show after season 3. Otherwise, you don't cast such a prominent personality that comes from a prominent family just to then, dump her and ditch her without giving her any opportunity to build out her character. You just don't. Here's the thing. She accepts the invitation to come to Miranda's Thanksgiving luncheon. Very, very Gilded Age. Will you be coming to the luncheon? So she comes to the luncheon bringing friends. One friend is called Epcot. And I'm like, how to beat a joke to death. Once is okay. Twice, 3 times, but 4 times? So the Epcot character, every time that she's because somebody at one point, Carrie said Epcot is he. I thought Epcot was a she, but hey, what do I know? Mia already says that her baby is going to be a they. So I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I just know that this person with curly hair and glasses is called Epcot. And every time that this person says their name is Epcot, everybody asks, like Disney? Epcot? And I say, yeah, my parents were big Disney fans. And this running gag repeats itself at least 4 times in the show. Why? Why are we introducing a brand new character just for comedic relief in an episode that lasts 24 minutes? The final, might I add, episode of the show? Why 4 times? Why do we have to do this 4 times? Like, give me substance. And the other friend was a queen that was very rude to everyone in the apartment. Like the second that Mia arrived with her 2 friends, Epcot and the other person, she was very rude to Brady. He spent a lot of time to cook the Thanksgiving luncheon. you could see how he put a lot of effort into it, and she starts beefing with him about like how she only at the moment she's pregnant and she only eats like seaweed or I don't know what. And he's like, you could have told me. She's like, I don't care. She's like, I didn't tell you what to cook, what not to cook. I was invited by Miranda. I'm glad to be here, but you don't need to cook for me. I never asked you to cook for me. So rude. So he goes out to look for extra seaweed and stuff for her. We don't see him do that, but a couple of scenes later, he makes it clear to her that he actually went to look for extra food just for her, while then she decided to eat something else after all. And he's like, I went out to look for this extra food just for you. She's like, I never asked you to. So rude. While the whole time, the queen that's now dancing in the living room is being a total bitch to everybody. Carrie and Mark mess up the turkey because she obviously never cooked in her life. And we have seen her try to cook with Big. Never worked out. Although I do wonder, is this why Sarika Jessica Parkareka posted to her Instagram account right around the time of the last episode where she messed up the turkey? Did you guys notice what she posted, the reel that she posted on Instagram? She's cooking. Yeah, Sarika Jessica Parkareka was cooking on her Instagram, and she said, and she was just like filming the food on the counter. She was doing something chives. There was chives and some balsamico oil, something very healthy. She wanted to look very healthy. And then she said something to the effect, does this ever happen to you, in her Carrie voice, does this ever happen to you when you just don't know? When you don't follow a recipe, you just follow your intuition and you just chop everything up together and you don't remember anymore what are all the ingredients you put in and how much of everything you put in, and you don't remember if you're ever going to be able to redo it again, but it's so good. The sauce is so good. I'm like, okay, is that to like counter the fact that you messed up the turkey? So Brady says, oh no, you messed up the turkey. Oh, she was doing gazpacho? Cha. She's like, oh, you messed up the turkey. She's like, but it looked so good on the outside. He's like, well, if you want to wait another 2 to 2.5 hours for the turkey to get finished, then wait. Otherwise, we don't have a turkey. Oh my God, what are we going to eat? So they eat the pies that Carrie brought. There's a huge situation with Mia and Brady. You can feel the tension. They're not happy with each other. Miranda has to leave Carrie on her own with these crazy people because Joy's dog is having an issue. Miranda thinks that Joy's lying about the dog to avoid encountering the stressful situation of meeting Mia, having Mia, Miranda, and Brady in the same room together while Mia is pregnant. Like, I get it. But turns out Joy was not lying. Miranda then says to Carrie, oh my God, Carrie, turns out Joy was not lying. Her dog is really in trouble because it swallowed something. I don't know, a Lego block or something. I gotta rush off to the vet. I have to be with Joy right now. I really have to be with Joy and her dog. I'm like, and I'm saying to myself, okay, writers of And Just Like That, Season 3, Episode 12, you are aware of the fact that this is the final episode of the series. Now Miranda is leaving her own party. And now everybody's gone. Now, like, Carrie is alone with Brady, the crazy bunch. The Brady crazy bunch. See what I did there? And this Mark Kasabian person, the gallerist, Charlotte's gallerist. And I'm like, okay, so we're not even going to get a moment with Carrie and Miranda anymore because now Miranda left. So Miranda is now at the vet, meeting Joy. Joy's crying and the dog, oh, the dog is going to die. The dog is going to... Then the vet comes out and says, the dog is not going to die. And everybody happy. And Miranda and Joy hug it out and they're like, I love you, I love you. They don't really say it, but it's more like, yeah, we bonded over dogs and pregnant kids. And so Joy... Well, okay, so Joy and Miranda are now hugging it out, diddling the Skittles somewhere else, while Carrie, dinner, the luncheon is over. Okay, Mia and company leave. I don't know where Brady is at this point. Carrie is there with Kasabian. Oh, wait, no. Is she talking to Brady? Or did Charlotte come in at a certain... I think Charlotte comes in at a certain point. Ah, yes. Mark Kasabian has to go to the bathroom. And you might think, okay, everybody has to go to the bathroom sooner or later. Yeah, no, but they made this bathroom visit the focal point of the series finale of And Just Like That. He goes to the bathroom, uses the bathroom to pee, flushes, and it's a bathroom in America, in New York. Toilet in New York. Well, turns out it's clogged. And not only does his pee not go away, but the toilet starts overflowing. And for the love of me, if this is the final episode of the series, why, oh why, did the director, Michael Patrick King, why did he tell the camera people, yeah, focus on the toilet. Let's make this a moment after we've been showing people food and tasteful pies, and now I'm going to show you shit. I'm not kidding. The camera is focused on the toilet bowl. The toilet bowl starts overflowing and turds start coming out of the toilet. And we are watching, I kid you not, the series finale of And Just Like That. We are watching several minutes of turds coming out of the toilet. Mark Kasabian is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He rushes out of the toilet. Carrie is talking to Charlotte saying, he's going to want to take me home. I don't want to see him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. He comes out of the toilet and says, I have to go. By the way, I didn't do a, you know what I mean? I didn't take a dump in the toilet. I just had to pee. But what is going on there is disgusting. I have to go. So he doesn't ask Carrie to take her home. I'm like, okay, so we brought Mark Kasabian into this final episode of the series for what? For what did we bring him in? For, again, comedic relief like Epcot? Why? Charlotte is gone. He's gone. I don't know if Miranda was talking to her, Charlotte. Anyway, Miranda comes back home with Joy. Charlotte has left. Miranda comes back with Joy, and Carrie says, so there's a problem in the toilet. Miranda rushes into the bathroom. She's like, oh no, did it overflow? And she starts cleaning the shit off the... And again, the camera is filming her cleaning the shit. Yeah, sure. Let's waste another couple of minutes of camera filming turds in Miranda's bathroom. What a wonderful way to end the show. So then Joy comes in and they find that very heartwarming. And so Miranda is on her knees cleaning shit in the bathroom. Joy comes in and says, oh, our lives. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Me with a crazy dog and swallowing Legos and you cleaning turds. And then they hug on the shitty toilet floor. While this poetic moment is happening, Carrie thinks, oh, they're bonding. They're bonding over turds in the bathroom. Let them be. Let me leave without even saying goodbye. Let me pull one of mine. Let me leave and close the door and let me leave them alone to hug it out on a shitty bathroom floor. So Carrie leaves. She goes back to her home. It's still daytime, okay? I remind you, it's the end of November in New York. It's still daytime though. It's full-blown daytime. She arrives at her house. And she's about to take her shoes off because she still is kind of, indoctrinated that Duncan is living underneath her. She doesn't want to make too much noise. But then she stops, hesitates, and remembers, oh, wait, there's nobody underneath her. So she doesn't take her shoes off this time. She leaves her shoes on with her tulle tutu dress and the sequined outfit. Seema, by the way, we've never seen Seema's lover's sister. She mentioned like this is going to be a big thing, meeting the sister and the family in episode 11 and episode 12. That doesn't happen. LTW has a moment in this episode where she's hugging her editor and then says to him, no, we are not going to start an affair. This is going to remain only professional. He's like, okay, I can do that. Then she goes back home and tells her husband, she kind of repeats her vows with him again. Like he's all depressed because he lost the election. And she's like, till death do us part, you know. He's in bed, like whatever. And then he says, yeah, no, this is a phase I'm in. I'll get through it. And then Lisa says, we'll get through it. And that's the end of their story. Seema and the guy are together having fun. That's the end of their story. Carrie delivered everyone a pie, a goodbye pie. That's the end of that story. And now we're alone with Carrie at home. She now turns on the karaoke machine. Stupid song. She chooses a song. The song starts playing in the after show conversation that Michael Patrick King had with the writers. They were saying like, yeah, that was a really important song to choose for us. I'm like, okay, girl. Bah. So now she's all alone in the house and she's like, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling my vibes. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. I'm like, okay, you feel it, girl. You feel it. She feeling being alone. Okay. And then she starts dancing to that song, which people pointed out was also the song used in a very important moment of Ally McBeal. So now they're claiming that they're copying Ally McBeal. I mean, the drama never ends. And so she's walking through this empty house. Slowly the sun is setting, but it's still daytime. And then they made a big deal out of, Michael Patrick King said, and then we have this really poetic moment when Carrie, at the end of the episode, passes by an antique mirror. And we see a reflection of Carrie in the antique mirror, as if she were the reflection and the projection of the woman from the antique time of the book that she was writing. I'm like, the Gilded Age? We're going to go there again? They went there again. So we hear Carrie, changing her epilogue of the book. We see kind of her epilogue where her publisher told her, hey, you got to have a happy ending for your book. Can you change that ending? Like the woman is all alone. So she wrote another epilogue saying the woman is waiting for her brother-in-law or somebody to arrive with other men and she had hope for the future. Now she deletes the epilogue and starts typing her finale sentence, which closes the entire show. And the sentence is cool. I gotta hand it to them. Like the writers, they did that one good. That one I found, it had profoundness to it. It just wasn't enough to cover up all the shit that we just saw in Miranda's toilet for 20 minutes straight. But so they said, so she says about the woman in the epilogue, but also meaning herself, right? Because the whole episode she was wondering if she's gonna end up alone or not alone. And so she says something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing here, she's like, and the woman was not all alone. She was on her own. And I get it. It's very empowering and it's a strong and powerful statement, to claim to the world, I'm not alone. I am not alone. I am on my own. Yeah, it's a beautiful way to finish it. She walks around the corner we saw her walk down the corridor in her house, passing by the mirror. She walks around, enters a room. The camera is no longer following her. We lose Carrie. And that was a sad moment, I gotta say. It was like, she just walks around the corner into the other room. And usually in the show, that's when we would cut and we would see what's happening in the other room. There's no cut this time. She literally walked away from the camera. The camera can no longer follow her. We have no clue what's happening to her anymore. We have no clue what's happening to any of the characters anymore. And for the first time ever, and this is really sad, they gave us Sex and the City. They did. Because this is the first time that And Just Like That ended with the Sex and the City song playing with the final credits. Kind of heartbreaking. I'm like, boy, 3 seasons. Now you give us the Sex and the City song in this final episode? Man, rookies. Because I was thinking to myself, this is not how you do it. This is not how you do it. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You wanted to, what? What did you want? What did you want? The fans have been begging you to bring back Sex and the City for 3 seasons, and you've been not doing it. And now, just to rub it in, you give us the Sex and the City music outro for the final episode. Now you give us the Sex and the City music outro. It's like a slap in the face. It's like telling us viewers, like, you're never going to get it again. Ha ha. My girl, not cool. Not cool at all. I mean, look, good luck to Sarika Jessica Parkarica, shopping around the show, and hopefully, she gets some other station to do it, like some other streaming network to do it. I don't even know if she has the rights to do it, but if she does, hey. But Sarika, if you do make it to another platform, please, for the love of God, do not do the same writers. You gotta change the writers, girl. Like... And beg Kim Cattrall for forgiveness. We need Samantha back. So, yeah, that's the end, you guys. A lot of turds in this episode. Yeah, she looked cute in her tutu. It wasn't a tutu dress. It was a long tulle dress. She looked cute in it, Charlotte was nice, emotional in the episode. Miranda was okay. Miranda was being ditzy like all, Miranda was being Miranda. It did not feel like a series finale. Even though they tried to make that epilogue sentence sound like the end, Like, okay, she was not all alone. She was on her own. Yeah, worthy ending to a show, but I'm like, so think about it, you guys. I mean, it started off with season 1 with Big kicking the bucket, and then she's all alone. And on her own. Okay, so it took her 3 seasons to realize she wasn't all alone. It took her 3 seasons to realize she's on her own. But the moment she realizes that is right after turds start swimming up in Miranda's bathroom. Could you not have come up with a better closure than turds? And you had to film them? And you guys, it's not just one. It's several. They kept coming out. Oh my God, it was so disgusting. I mean, it was like done on purpose. It's like not just one little turd. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. They were like popping out. And oh my God, and I'm thinking to myself, the prop department. Somebody had to make these little turdlets to put them in the water. Somebody had to, you know what I mean? They had to think this through. Somebody had to actually be there to regulate the water. They had to fill up the bowl. Somebody had to let the turds go. Like, they had to choreograph the turds. You can't make this shit up. Like, they had to time the turds. Like, somebody actually spent hours working on timing the turds, building the turds, giving them different shapes. Oh my God. It's like they spent more time on the turd shapes than they did on their costumes. Like, what is going on? I'm going to miss the show. Anyway, what are we going to do now? What are we going to review now? I don't know. Debbie says, I hope that the people who had to coordinate the turds were duly credited. Period. Martin says, it makes 0 sense. If anything, the cheese would have given Epcot the runs. Sarah S. choreographed turds. Groundbreaking. Yeah. Oh, Akula says, why is Dacob talking about these turds as I eat soup right now? Honey, I'm drinking coffee that is also brown colored. So we'll go. Life is a doozy. Look, you guys, at the end of the day, I was thinking to myself, as that final theme song was playing, I'm like, you know what? It actually all makes sense. This is so 2025. You know what I mean? The finale, this subverted expectations, this like promising me stuff, but then lying about it, not delivering the promise, telling me this is going to be great. And then it's, I'm like, yeah, why are we shocked? This is perfectly on brand for 2025. The ending of this show. And just like that, suddenly, it all made sense. Cue in the final credits, and that's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed my little recaps of the show these past 3 seasons. If you did have fun, subscribe, thumb up this video. We might just review other shows as well if you want. We could talk about The Gilded Age, or Wednesday, or Stephen King's The Institute, or I don't know, other stuff. Let me know. Let me know down below. Love you loads, guys. Thumb up the video and subscribe. And never give up on Sex and the City love. Bye. There you go. Yeah, they were groundbreaking in a way. The first show that featured turd. Good morning, Kari. Yeah, 2025 year that makes no sense. Well, I liked it, says Louis. The finale was amazing in my opinion. Why was it amazing in your opinion? Care to explain to us why? Tamina is like, I tried to eat breakfast. Debbie says, that was a doozy. Yeah. Gloria Athena's Dacob, thank you for your service. You're welcome. Sylvia, I have not seen Madonna's Labubu cake. Oh, boy. Really? Madonna had a Labubu cake for her birthday? Bless. She's so late to the trend these years, these decades. Martin says, thank you, Dacob. Thank you, Martin. Carrie says, honestly, I did get a little emotional hearing the Sex and the City music at the end, but I agree that the show was so badly executed and the finale did not feel like a finale. Of course I got emotional when I heard the music. Of course I did. But it also made me angry because I thought to myself, why are you giving me this now? Because it's an easy way to press my tear ducts. You know what I mean? That was a cheap trick they used. They used a cheap trick to make us emotional. And I don't like when they're manipulated like that. Yeah, reviewing it just like that is a labor of love, period. The thing is that I don't watch it just like that because Dacob's recap is so much better. Jeno. Well, I don't know if my recaps were any good, but they were definitely heartfelt. And, yeah. The poverty. I spat out my coffee. Can you believe? Ugh. So anyway, oh yeah, totally. It was, Carrie said, it was just a way to make us feel nostalgic and trying to mask how trash the rest of the show was. I'll miss it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll miss it too. Oh, Gloria says, I wonder if we will ever hear the tea on what really happened to make them cut it off. Okay, so there's a rumor, but I don't believe this rumor. And I'll tell you why I don't believe the rumor. So there's just like one British dude who's like reviewing TV shows and stuff. He's a total douchebag, by the way, in my opinion only. And he threw some woke stuff at them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I get it. We are in a special America this year. Okay, yeah. I get it. Okay, we don't got to get political, but we know. So this guy says that according to him, HBO canceled the show after Cynthia Nixon was seen wearing a certain hat, a red hat, with white text spelling out, and I can't say it on YouTube, but make something great again. And that something begins with an A, and it, anyway, not America, something else. So it was really in bad taste. Yeah, it was, so anyway, so this person from Great Britain claims that because of the bad publicity that Cynthia Nixon got for wearing that particular hat is what got the show canceled. Now, why I don't believe this guy? I don't believe him for a simple reason, and that is that HBO is not only producing, and just like that, HBO is also producing The Gilded Age. So if Cynthia Nixon were the reason for the hat that she wore, if that was the reason for them to cancel, and just like that, they would have also canceled the Gilded Age, but they renewed the Gilded Age. So I don't think it was Cynthia Nixon's fault. I don't think it was Cynthia Nixon's fault. So this guy, he claims that they canceled the show because like Cynthia Nixon like pushed the boundaries too much. No, I don't think that was the reason. I don't think that was a reason. Alberto, make a boo-boo great again. Brown Bunny says, blame it on the ginger. LOL. Yeah. So, but this is a video that you can find on YouTube. This guy posted this video on YouTube, okay? And a ton of people in his comment sections are like, yeah, that's the reason why. But you know what kind of people. But anyway, but so like, I'm like, yeah, if Cynthia Nixon were the reason, then they would have, maybe because the Gilded Age is so popular, maybe they would have not canceled the Gilded Age, but maybe they would have fired her from the show. And maybe they would have hired somebody else. Instead, no, she's still in the show. So I don't think that was the reason. I really don't think that was the reason. Yeah, Carrie says, I don't think so either. There has to be another reason. Yeah. It's really, you know. Yeah, Gloria says, I don't think so either. Sibylla says, I think it's because of the audience, the production costs, and the low quality of the series. I mean, it was an expensive show because the actresses are all already popular. It's a very well-established franchise. Sex and the City was super popular. They wanted a lot of money. So you can imagine that it costs a lot to pay them for every episode. Plus, by now, the actresses are also executive producers. So now they get even more money. So I think it just got really expensive.
I'm asking for $100K or more.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Naija. And so this is where we're at right now. And Martin, yeah, and the hate watching maybe got a little bit out of hand because a lot of people were really hating on the show. Like a lot, like really, really hating on the show. But not in a cute, fun way. Like people were hating on the show like they were offended. You know what I mean? I'm like, girl, it's just a show. Like we don't need to be so serious about it. It's just a show. Have fun. You know, if you want to hate watch the show, but make it into a joke. You don't have to like be so offended like your life depended on it. It's just a show. But it was really expensive, and I don't know. We have to be honest though, you guys. Like the writing was not the best. In my opinion only. You know, it has so much potential. There's so much fun stuff you can do with these ladies. And all of the stuff that they're dealing with, and, you know, in the new chapter of their lives, now that they're a little bit older, they have other stuff to tackle with. And I'm not talking just, aging. I'm talking about a lot of different things. Like, how do you tackle everyday life? There was like so many storylines they could have done. Instead, they try to make them, they kind of try to make them look like they're rich teenagers, but in their 60s. And that really was very weird. There was no maturity there. You know what I mean? And you can see it in little things like how Carrie only talks through puns. You know, she was not talking... You know what I mean? Very, very few serious conversations that she had. Most of it was, everything was like a pun. And so I'm like, what? Why are you so insecure? You've been through a lot. Like, oh, Teresa, thank you so much.
Teresi tipped $5. Where can I go to gift memberships? Sorry, I forgot how to do that.
Hold on, Teresa, let me add you to the fan first. And so there's a link, I think, next to, well, depends if you're doing it from a computer, laptop, whatever. But it's like you can click to join next to the subscription button. But also, It's at the bottom of the live chats. There's that button with a $sign. If you click on that, you can also become a member and join through that. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Debbie says the $sign at the bottom. Yeah. Sarah S says Michael Patrick King gets blamed for trying to target not their main Sex and the City audience. Maybe it got away from Sarah Jessica Parker. Who was his target? Oh, wait, she wants to gift a member? No, to become a member. Wait, you want to become a member or do you want to gift memberships? Oh, that was in the tip. The text was in the tip. It gave me the vibe that they were trying to make them into bigger characters than they were before, like weirdly exaggerated. Yeah, a slightly comical, cartoonish in a way. I thought everybody can gift a membership. You have to be a member to gift a membership? Oh, I didn't know that. So only members can gift a membership. If you want to gift memberships, you have to be a member first. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, there you go. You learn every day. Think a lot of the storylines became serious or silly over the whimsy that made it fun before. But Claire Bear, do you think that the storylines in the new show were serious or silly? Wait, so I think a lot of the storylines became serious or silly over the whimsy that made it fun before. Wait, I don't really understand the sentence though. Because the whimsy that made it fun before is now making it silly or serious? Wait, I don't think I understand. I don't understand. They weren't characters you could identify with. That feeling of seeing something extremely historic and forced without grace. In the original series, there was more humor and it was more relatable. Yeah. The feeling of seeing something extremely historic and forced without grace. It was more raw in the beginning, especially the first season of Sex and the City. I mean, you can also remember the first season, I mean, they tried out new experimental forms of filming a TV show. The characters would look straight into the camera and they would talk to the camera about their experiences. You know, that's something that they stopped doing later on in the show, but it was very raw and the characters would be acting, and then they'd turn into the camera and say, and then this happened to me, blah, 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 which is something that we saw later down the line, many years later in a sitcom like Modern Family. So they were pushing boundaries in many ways in the past, you know, with Sex and the City. They just, I don't know. The mime impression you did of her at the restaurant is completely accurate to the episode. She just feels like Carrie times 100, right? Yeah. They are relying on the shtick. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think that Michael Patrick King alone gets the blame. Like, people have been like throwing shade at all the writers of the show because he didn't write the whole show, you know, because every time an episode ends, you know, HBO would post on their YouTube channel the podcast episode where the writers of It Just Like That would meet up together to talk about the episode that we just watched. And there was quite a few writers. Yeah. Sad. What can I tell you? I'm sad it's over, but I'm not sad the writing is over. You see? That's the thing. It's that duality. Like, I'm sad the show is over, but I'm not sad the writing is over. Oh, yeah, Alberto, we have no clue if she ever had a cleaning person. Did Carrie ever have a cleaning person? Because those piles of shoes at the foyer, we'll never know. Who Cares says they tried too hard to where it was inauthentic. It lacked the authenticity of the original. They went too many directions and it wasn't linear. The OG series was kind of like a book where each season was like a cohesive chapter. Yeah, or each episode was like a cohesive chapter. Linda says the characters were written like nincompoops. Not very believable for the ages. No, they felt cartoony. They did. I don't know why. Brown Bunny, deliver us from that writing job. It's that to a certain extent a script has to have common sense in the plot line, and suddenly it jumped from one thing to another as if looking for patches, like bringing Aiden back to the show. Emotion Engine says, those little interviews with the background characters in season 1 really ground Carrie as a sex columnist. Totally. And we're talking about Sex and the City season 1 now, in the first season, the first few episodes of season 1. It was a vibe. It took some getting used to, but you know what? It made it feel real, almost like, yeah, it was a TV show, but the characters were on a reality TV show, like POV vibes, and they were talking to us, and they were like telling us, hey, look, I'm doing this now, and this column is being written, and this situation is happening, and it's not going well for the characters, and I'm trying it out myself, and I don't know, guys, I'll let you know later how it goes. It felt very personable. You know what I'm saying? Oh. We are as far away as possible from that now, and then Just Like That. And Just Like That just feels overproduced as well somehow. I think if I were to restart in Sex and the City, like, and Just Like That chapter is over, and if they were to sell the, you know, the show to another network, I would, if they were to ask me to show run, I would go back to that rawness of being more personable, you know? And even their turds were overproduced. You see what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to make this real moment of overflooding bathroom in season 3, and Just Like That episode 12. I'm like, but it didn't look authentic. Even the turds, you know what I mean? It was gross, but not for the good reason. It was gross, not for the right reason. And I would go back to some rawness if I were to bring the show back. Oh, well. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe. And what would you think would be a good continuation if they ever brought back Sex and the City? Let me know down below. Never give up on love. Subscribe. Bye. Note to self, I wasn't filming this segment, but I'm going to extrapolate it anyway from the live stream and post it as a separate video if my review goes well. So I have 2 videos on it Just Like That to post, which I think is a good idea. So people get a little bit more entertainment. You know what I mean? Note to self, Debbie, please remind me because I'll forget. I'm so going to forget. Brown Bunny, nothing like having it raw, period. Just like Aiden showed us, a bit of spit and off you go. In the truck or wherever you are. Okay, Claire Bear says, the characters and storylines were either serious or cringe. Previously, with the Sex and the City, it felt more balanced with funny quips. Oh, yeah, Claire Bear. Yeah. Way more balanced. Way more balanced. Yeah, Debbie, that I need to post too. Like, one was filmed and trimmed already, and the second... The conversation that we had right after I finished filming the recap, that entire Sex and the City conversation, I can post that as an individual video, and I just kind of spoke the outro now without filming it. Anyway, yeah. I won't bone yesterday. I'm so going to forget this tomorrow. I'm going to be like, wait, what did I... There was something I wanted to do yesterday, but I forgot. Happens all the time. Classic Dacob. Thank you, Gloria. Gloria's like, good. Oh, yeah. End scene. We'll go. So yeah, that's our show today. Oh my gosh, you guys, stay tuned for the after show. We're gonna review the brand new blue. So my members and patrons get to see it first, and then it's going to go into post-production, and then I'm going to post it later on my Perfume channel, essentially Dacob. Go subscribe to the Perfume channel, and subscribe to Totally Dacob as well. While you're at it, there's a lot of fun Halloween stuff going around, especially like me hunting down really cute Halloween decor, like from Joanna Parker, and also from other Halloween brands. Oh, this little devil, I mean, isn't it just the cutest? It's like, hello, the little beard. Look at the little beardlet. Look at that little beardlet. And, And the little sideburn lights. Look at that. Look at the little hairdo. Look at that hairdo. Cute. Isn't it cute? And the little horns at the top. So cute. So anyway. Wait, what's with the Rolex? I know, Gloria. HomeGoods is overflowing now with Halloween. Wait, is there a Rolex in the title? Oh, God. There's another topic I missed. I didn't write it down. What's the Rolex? I forgot the Rolex topic. There's Rolex in the title. Wait. I didn't write it. Wait. You guys, hold on. Let me check. Where's my Rolex title? Oh, is it? Really? Where is it? Is it from USA? Denver's leading local thing? Hold on, let me check. No, this is United Airlines. Where's the link to it? Oh, wait, hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Got it. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Totally forgot about this one. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So, everybody's so obsessed about the Rolex. Should we film this? Because everybody's like, Rolex. You want to talk about the Rolex? Rolex. Okay. So basically, everybody was waiting for the Rolex topic. And just like that wasn't even at the top priority list, everybody stuck around for the Rolex topic. The one that I totally forgot about. The Rolex. Okay. So, yeah. Crime in courts. This is so sad. All right. Yeah, this is so sad. But we're going to do it. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Get the car ready. Get the car. Start the car. Start the engine. Jump into the car. And let's run off after we have stolen the Rolexes, baby. Yes, we are in Boston. You like my Boston accent? No, terrible. I know. I love my Bostonians, so don't come for me. NBCBoston.com is reporting. Listen to this. I mean, you guys, you can't make this shit up. I mean, 2025. Am I right? This is like out of an episode of Family Guy. Okay, hear me out. From Crime and Quartz. A pair used, I kid you not, a pair used prop money, only in America, to buy $160,000 in Rolexes, diamond chains at the Boston shop, the district attorney says. So, was it Monopoly money? No, it was literal prop money, like from filming movies or TV shows. The suspects showed off jewelry identical to what was taken in Boston on social media, with one tagging the other and writing, oh man, it's so funny, it's kind of sad. So basically, they were caught because they posted the stuff that they bought with fake money. They posted it online on their social media. And one of the robbers tagged the other robber and said, "We made history, bro." Bless their hearts. So after they tagged each other on social media and gave away who they are, the cops found them. Okay. So two men... They should make a TV show about these two guys. I love this. He's like, We made history, bro. Yeah, we did it. Two men used wads of fake money to buy a haul of very real jewelry from a shop in Boston this spring, prosecutors said on Wednesday, announcing charges in the case. I mean, how did the person in the store not realize that the money was fake? The pair handed over $160,000 in cash, which detectives later determined had a print on each bill. Each bill was printed with the following text: "In prop we trust." Every bill. I'm sorry. Okay, first of all, how can this person, could you imagine working at the store and somebody brings in $160,000 of cash and you're counting the money and you never see not one single bill that says "In prop we trust"? Okay, so that was written on them. In exchange for 2 Rolex watches, 2 rose gold and diamond chains, and more, according to the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office. The deception was only discovered 2 days after. 2 days after the deception was discovered, after the April 25 sale, when someone at the store on Temple Place ran the bills through a money counter. Boston police were able to track down both people, obtaining arrest warrants in June. According to prosecutors, the suspects showed off jewelry identical to what was taken in Boston on social media, with one tagging the other, writing, "We made history, brah." One of the suspects has been identified. I'm not going to say their names. 20-year-old, Tennessee. And he was in Boston court on July 22nd to face larceny charge in the case and was released on bail, prosecutors said. It wasn't bail. I hope the prosecutors looked at that cash and checked for what bail? What bail, people? I hope the court inspected the money before they accepted the bail. Because chances are they paid bail and prop money too. And it wasn't immediately clear if he had an attorney who would speak to the charge. The other person hasn't been identified. Prosecutors said he hasn't been arraigned, but didn't say whether he'd been arrested. In a statement, Suffolk County District Attorney Kevin Hayden called it an incredibly audacious scheme to purchase real jewelry and hugely expensive jewelry at that with phony money, which eventually came undone through thorough, tenacious work by Boston police detectives. Well, we'll go. Wouldn't you know it? The good old Boston police detective, they figured out that the money was fake. Please, Family Guy, make an episode out of this. I want this to be an episode of Family Guy. I want PETA and I want his cop friend to be involved in this situation and they find out that the money was all fake. Y'all. No, this can be a wonderful episode of Family Guy. Or American Dad, for that matter. Did they cancel that show? I don't think so. Roger the alien can be printing the fake money. You never know. That's for American Dad. Although, I've been always hoping for a crossover between Family Guy and American Dad. I want Roger to kind of land in the Family Guy house. I wonder if they ever did that. It would be really great to see Roger kind of fiddling and diddling with them. It would be an interesting combination. What do you guys think about this situation? I mean, all jokes aside, if you were working in a store where somebody first of all, I would not accept so much cash. I would be like, you have to prove provenance or where the money comes from. I don't know how it is in America. Like in Europe, you have to, if it's a payment above €1,000 or something like that, it has to be electronic. You can't just like drop 160K in cash. I would suspect money laundering, to say the least. Okay, but if I were to accept the cash, if you're bringing in 160,000, I would think, well, did you steal that money? Where does the money come from? But also, I would inspect the money. I mean, you know what I mean? You're counting $160,000 worth, and you never saw that it says "in props we trust" on every single bill. Sorry, that's I don't know. You guys, just let me know your thoughts down below. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Love you loads. Subscribe, thumb up the video. Let's get to 100K. Never give up on Monopoly money. Bye. Uncle says, Diamond District in New York City, a lot of places, but you put it through the machine to check after manually inspecting the money. Sarah says, I'd like to think I'd have felt and spotted the fake bills. Perhaps it was an insider job to accept it. Must be a dealer for secondhand. They are super shady. I know one in Miami. Well, not Miami. They accept cash only, or Florida. Girl. Gloria says, yes, that kind of cash needs to be inspected. A manager needs to take over at that point, no? Deborah says, in Australia, you cannot pay cash in such large quantities without close scrutiny. Same in European countries. Carrie says, do stores even allow you to take cash payments that high? I've been denied making a cash payment. No, they shouldn't be. But everybody's shady these days. Emotion just says, the employee who sold him the Rolex, we'll go. The accountant counting the money, computer says no. There you go. And just like that, the show is over. Now we did the topic from the title. Actually, you know what? Let me write it down because I totally forgot to write it down. Oh, that was funny. So, make money to buy Rolex watches. Okay. Yay. Thank you, mods, for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. That's Mahora, 3H, Gloria, Kev, Nicole, and Terry. Bubbles loves you.
Also, let me add the... Okay, I wrote it down so I don't forget the second and just like that topic. Rod. Chaliwada for Gloria. Period. Don't we know it? Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Yeah. Linda. Listen, Linda. You're not going to go to, you're not going to get a wax at that store because they're using those Meta glasses. I don't want you getting any wax situations happening. Okay? Listen, Linda. No waxing for you. Okay? Okay. You know what I'm obsessed with this week? Joanna Parker. Obsessed!
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
And then, live in Ferret. Who's the live in? Where's the? It live in. Live in.
Living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
And then, yeah, you lived too much, you ferret. Dying ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
That was that. What's left? Cha-cha-cha-cha, or there's something else left? We did Lion, Fair, Obez. Yeah, we did it all. Okay, cha-cha-cha-cha. Okay, Baby Yoda, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, we'll go. We missed, we'll go. Terry's like, Hugo, where did Hugo go? We'll go.
Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, 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 would go.
Period. Don't we know it? And now cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh my God! Pretty the Baby Yoda! Pretty the Baby Yoda! Pretty the Baby Yoda! Ooh! We can do a transparent one too, no? Oh, green screen Baby Yoda? Okay, let me move to the side. Oh! Who doth approachetheth? Who doth becometheth visibletheth? Baby Yoda.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Oh, there you go. The emotions running deep. The pathos. The gravitas. There you go. See you all in the after show. As Wendy Williams would say, grab a snack and come on back. We have some Chanel to throw shade at. The after show. As like the end of Gone with the Wind, you know. The wind being just a regular fart in 2025, we say, as God is my witness, I shall never buy that perfume again. Love you loads. See you in the after show. Have a great weekend, or what is it? Beginning of your week. Never give up on love. Bye.
Chanel! Chanel! Chanel!